Okay, so we're going to begin by chopping up the broccoli. You need to chop it into fairly small pieces because it's going to go into a food processor. And then we're going to go ahead and rinse the broccoli with cold water in a colander in the sink. Then we're going to place it in a bowl and put it, microwave safe bowl that is, and put it in the microwave for 3 minutes. Then we're going to chop up some fresh basil, 1 cup of it. And we're going to go ahead and chop in half 3 or 4 garlic cloves. Then we're going to add some pecorino romano cheese and 1 tablespoon of walnuts. And then we're going to go ahead and take our broccoli along with our olive oil and our vegetable stock and the cheese and all the other ingredients that I showed you before. And we're going to put it directly into the food processor and pulse it for about 3 to 5 minutes. And then voila, we have our basil pesto broccoli sauce. So for our tomato, feta, and shrimp pasta, we're going to start out by cutting the 20 ounces of cherry tomatoes. You can use canned tomatoes, but I think these are much better and fresher, so I'm cutting these into quarters and then maybe cutting them a little bit more again, but quarters is fine, they'll cook down just fine. And we're going to go ahead and cut every single one of these up until we are finished. So next we're going to take our onion and we're going to peel the skin off, cut it in half. Go ahead and get all that skin off there. Then we're going to take it and we're going to place it in half. Then we're going to cut little slits on the side of it there. And then we're going to turn it around and we're going to cut crosswise to make the dice. Then we're going to take it and really chop it with all of our might until we have really small dice. What we're going to do is take some garlic. We're going to go ahead and chop that up into very small pieces. We want to get it as small as possible because we don't want to bite into a big piece of garlic while we're enjoying our food. So try to get it as small as you can. Just keep dicing it up and dicing it up until you feel you have the right consistency. And then we're going to take our parsley and we're going to finely chop that as well. This is for the garnish for the top and a little bit while we cook it. So we have some nice freshness. I love parsley. It has a nice lemony taste. So next we're going to take our onion and we're going to saute it in oil for about 5 minutes. Okay, so next we put the garlic in for a minute, then we added the tomatoes, then we added the oregano, the basil, and a little bit of the parsley, and we're really going to let it cook for a few minutes, then add the shrimp. This part you're going to take, which I forgot to film, you're going to put the skillet into the oven on 425 and let the shrimp and the feta cook together in the tomato mixture. Shrimp, and it was really good. We ended up making some pasta with it. I had like an ounce of pasta and my husband had the rest, and it was really good, and we will definitely eat this again. So this is going to be our Greek gyro with homemade tzatziki sauce. So we're going to start with peeling the English cucumber. And then we're going to take it and cut it in half. And then finally we're going to cut it into little bite-sized pieces, which are coming up. And this is going to go into our Greek yogurt, 1 cup of Greek yogurt, half a teaspoon of dill, and 1 tablespoon of lemon juice. And you stir all those together with a little bit of salt and pepper. And that is what makes the gyro. It's tzatziki sauce. So again, it's all about the cucumber. So I want to make sure you see how much I chopped it up here. And that's it. Next, we're going to go ahead and get the chicken ready for the marinade. We have 2 pounds of chicken. We have a Ziploc quart bag that we're going to put the chicken in. Then we have 2 tablespoons of olive oil. We have some paprika and some coriander and cumin. Then we're going to follow that up with the onion powder and the red pepper flakes. And I also did half the salt and used Mrs. Dash so I could save some sodium there. Okay. And then we're going to go ahead and put, for a little bit of tartness and acidity, some lemon juice. And then we're going to take it and massage it and put it in the refrigerator for up to 2 hours. Or actually up to 4 hours, but I put it in there for 2 hours. And that was that. So the next thing we're going to do is take the chicken. It's now the marinade is on it. It's been marinating for 2 hours. It's nice and juicy, and it's going to be really moist, the chicken. We're going to go ahead and take our skillet, cast iron skillet, and put a tablespoon of oil in there. If you're putting on the grill, you would just put it outside on your grill and, do what you need to get the grill going. But I don't have a grill, so I put it in my cast iron skillet, and I'm going to put it on medium high for about 4 minutes on each side. So here we go. Don't crowd it. Try to have the chicken lay flat as you can. And so it's going to start to cook up here. And this particular marinade was so good. It really did taste like Greek chicken. Really delicious. So it's been there for a while, and then I'm going to turn it over and do it for another 4 minutes. You can see how yummy that chicken is. It was super good. I always know when something is good if my family eats it, and pretty much all this chicken, except for like maybe a cup, because there was like a lot of chicken there, it was pretty much gone. Yeah, my husband took the rest of it, the gyros, the pita, and whatnot to work with him, so it didn't last very long. So if you like gyros and you like Middle Eastern food, you're gonna love this. It's really good. And this is it cooking more. You can kind of see it's getting really hot. I'm gonna actually turn the fan on. It was getting a little bit too much. So make sure with chicken, I always cut it in half because it's too thick to cook, when it's a really thick piece of chicken. So I always cut it in half, sometimes in half again. So that way, it cooks faster and you don't have to deal with this smoke that's billowing out like I was right now. It was a little bit much. Almost started a fire there. So scary. So that, and then the chicken is done. Is the final product. You can see the chicken on the pita bread. I did have this tzatziki sauce, and then we put raw onions and some cucumbers that we cut up and some cherry tomatoes. It was really delicious and definitely worth the time and effort spent on it. So if you're interested in this recipe, please send me a DM. I am working on a blog at the moment, but it's still in the works. So hopefully in the next few days it'll be done, and I can link the recipes here. So thanks for coming tonight. I hope you have a great evening.
Thanks for coming tonight.
These were the 3 recipes that I made. The shells with the broccoli pesto, the feta and shrimp, and the last one was the gyro. It was really good. I felt like I ate really healthy. My week recap is going to be following this video, and you guys can comment and let me know what you think. Again, my blog is going to be attached to my YouTube videos in the future, so all the recipes will be there, and you can go ahead and try them out for yourself. Thanks so much. Have a great night. Bye. So this week was not good. My weigh-in today was 329.4. That means I gained 5 pounds this week. I have really no idea. I do know that I did go out for dinner with my family to the Olive Garden, but I thought I did an okay job. I had the low calorie pasta and the salad and a little bit of dessert, just a little bit. And then for one night we were completely out of food, so my mom wanted Chinese, and I think that was a bad idea because we ended up eating that 2 days in a row. And now that I look at my fitness pal, I kind of see the pattern. I didn't really work out. I did twice, more than before, because I only went one time before, but I didn't drink a lot of water, and this week was just kind of off for me. And I know it's not an excuse, but that is the truth and the reality. I don't feel good about it. I'm ready to start again, anew, and get back on track. So yeah, next week I plan to just be more prepared. I mean, I cooked a lot and I have a lot of foods that's left over, so I have more than enough food that's healthy, and I need to find salt substitutes, I think. I always try to stay under the 2,300 milligrams, but if I don't, it seems to affect me. I also think if I work out more, I can get rid of some of this water weight on me. I have a tendency to retain water in my feet. It's a family thing. It's lovely. And so I need to drink more water, number one, and number two, get more active. So that's my goals for next week. Thank you, everybody, for coming by tonight. I'm hoping that this 5 pounds was water weight. I mean, I really didn't go that overboard, but I did have Chinese food one day, and I had what I thought was okay at Olive Garden, but maybe I just can't eat that. Anyway, I'm going to really focus on just continuing to eat better and trying to limit my salt and get some more salt substitutes, etc. So if you have any comments you'd like to leave, I'd appreciate your support. It was really difficult to come this far and then to, gain 5 pounds back, but hopefully that's it. Hopefully there will be no more weight gain, etc. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. I'd really appreciate that. And I'll see you next week. Thanks so much. Bye.